This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
A gentleman I have tremendous respect for, so much so that I always addressed him as sir, and today he just brushed that off, saying, "What is the sir business? Just call me Vivek." Chief Marketing Officer of the Auto Division, Mahindra Mahindra. Dear partner, as far as 94.3 Radio is concerned, Vivek Nair is in studio. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi Hrishi K, and hello to all your listeners.
Fantastic. You know, I was just so happy the moment the sales team came over and said, Mahindra and Mahindra are on as partners for Get Some Sun with Radio 1. So the first logical question is, how does brand Mahindra get us out into the sun and the whole partnership of it?
Well, as you know, we make SUVs. Our SUVs are tough and rugged. So if you want to get out there into the countryside, we enable that to happen. So it makes a lot of sense to partner with your sun chasing initiative because the end objective is the same.
Also, you know, I've always been curious, somebody in your position where you have to put your finger on the right button, so to say, when you pick from a larger perspective a brand or an initiative to associate with, what are the factors that you tick off on your boxes, Vivek?
Well, the thing is, as I said, if the objective is sort of overlapping, if the bunch of people that you work with are like-minded, and you know we have found that with the Radio 1 team across so many different initiatives we've done together, whether it was the Xylo karaoke contest for corporates, whether it was the Quanto weekend destination promotion, and now this one. I think there's a lot of synergy in the way we think, and we are aiming for the same thing, so makes a lot of sense.
Let's move from Mahindra and Mahindra to Vivek Nair, the person. You're obviously an avid traveler, somebody who likes to get behind the wheel of his SUV. So your personal activities under the sun?
Well, I and my wife both love to attend the Mahindra Great Escape, which is basically a one-day off-roading event which happens across the country in different destinations, and we really love that. And basically we collect about 60-70 customers with their Mahindra SUVs, and we take them out off-roading into the countryside. We set out the route. There is a safety backup team. There are brakes provided. People winch you out if you're in trouble. So it's great fun, and we really enjoyed that. So
sounds like one happy family.
Yes, it is. It is a lot of fun.
Okay, now through the course of this hour, the playlist is predominantly picked by Vivek Nair. Now, Robbie Williams' Feel is what we're kicking it off with. Why do you feel the song?
I just love this song, and I remember many years ago, Robbie Williams in the UK. I and my wife used to live in UK in those days. And this guy is not just a great singer, he's a great entertainer. I mean, we were sort of fixed to the television for 3 hours watching this guy perform. And I think Feel is one of his best songs. He has other songs as well, like Angels and so on, but I think Feel is really good.
Let's do this, and when we come back post this song, the Live Young, Live Free TVC and the spirit it attempts to capture. Corporate guest in studio, it's Vivek Nair. He's Chief Marketing Officer, Auto Division in Mahindra and Mahindra. 9:03, good morning. Robbie Williams, Feel, and Vivek Nair was saying to me off the mic that during his Reckitt years, which we are going to talk about later in the show, when he was living in the UK, say it yourself, Robbie, the kind of success that you saw him take away.
I mean, I was saying that, not just a great singer, but what a fantastic entertainer. And I remember seeing this concert that he did at Nebworth. And I and my wife just couldn't move from the television about 3 hours. He was such a great performer.
Let's come to Live Young, Live Free, the TVC, the spirit it attempts to capture. I shouldn't get so technical. TVC, guys, means television commercial in advertising parlance. Plus, how it's really climbing the popularity charts, and also the mechanics of shooting it, location, shoot details. These things really interest anybody who's just driving to work, So, tell us about it.
Well, first of all, this TVC has done really, really well. We've got a lot of fantastic feedback on this television commercial. And I think the reason for its success is because it is based on real consumer insight. This is what you see happening around you. lot of young people, and I don't mean just young in age terms, but also young at heart, just want to get out there. They just want to move away from their regular rigmarole, just going out for dinner or having going for a movie or something. They just want to get out into the countryside with their friends and family, do something different, go for a long road trip, or go for a rally or do a spot of off-roading. So we picked on this consumer insight and we said, let's produce a television commercial which has all the Mahindra SUVs in it. Yeah, so it's what we call a portfolio film, and it's just connected with people because that's what they are aspiring to do. It's very relatable, very aspirational, and that's why it's done so well.
And so you ended up shooting it in a variety of locations,
Yes,
or
yes.
some of them, for example.
Yeah, so we got Prakash Verma, who's one of the top ad filmmakers in the country, Nirvana Films. So he shot it, and he shot it in locations in Kerala. So a lot of the greenery is from Kerala, and he also went to Ladakh. So a lot of the desert kind
The
of
barren
landscape,
kind of
the
looking,
barren hills and so
Yeah.
on is from Ladakh. So different locations in India.
Vivek Nair is very active on Twitter. In fact, I'm one of the earliest people to start following him. Some fascinating insights. And soon, during the break, when we take some messages, not only am I going to put up some pictures on Twitter at HRISHIKAY. There's also Facebook.com/HRISHIKAY. The Facebook page is the Radio 1 Mumbai page, which Rohit, the associate, handles. And the pictures of Vivek are going to be on that. Those are also social networking platforms that you can ask questions at, or you can just react to this interview. Or one space, your comment or your question, and named 53650. That is the SMS line. Talking about this portfolio film, I've got to say, very rarely do I come across interview guests who are as proactive as you. And I was thinking to myself, this is the reason, why you're so successful at what you do. What I loved is normally the guests will turn around and say, what are you going to ask me? So just tell me, and things like that. Very rarely does somebody send an SMS saying, hey, you might want to do some reading before I come into studio. And Vivek Nair did exactly that. He sent me an SMS saying, just go through, and I had no clue the kind of stuff that's happening with Mahindra Adventure, and you send me a text with the website, and I've done substantial reading on that, which is what we're going to come to in the next section, the talk section, but talk U2 now. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Here's what I'm going to play. Your thoughts on U2, your thoughts on this legendary band.
Well, I love U2. I used to listen to it a lot. And Joshua Tree is my favorite album, one of my favorite albums of all time. And, the words of this song, I think they resonate a lot. And let's hear the song.
Absolutely. Here we go. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Vivek Nair, CMO, Chief Marketing Officer at the Auto Division, Mahindra & Mahindra, in studio. Post us some messages, so you'll hear our voices in about 5 minutes. Hang around, 9:10.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
I've said this on Twitter and I say it here. Such passionate insights about music and Mahindra's brands. Vivek Nair is CMO, Chief Marketing Officer at the Auto Division, Mahindra & Mahindra, and it's a great conversation here with him. Okay, I was talking about the text you sent me and the extensive reading that I did on the Mahindra Adventure website. And what's the kind of scale of on-ground activities you do through the year as part of Mahindra Adventure? Some upcoming drives, rallies, and the most successful ones in the past. Talk a little bit about that, please.
See, Mahindra Adventure is an experiential initiative that we started about 3 years ago. It's run by Bijoy, who's ex-editor of BS Motoring, and a small team under him who are all enthusiasts. And basically what we do is we set out a whole bunch of adventure events, which are both on-road as well as off-the-road. For example, you have the Mahindra Great Escapes. We do about 10-12 of them across the country, which are one-day off-roading events. We also do special escapes. So, if you wanted to go from Delhi to Leh Ladakh and back, or if you want to, there's one we call the Tri-Nation Escape, which is from India to Nepal to Bhutan. And these sell off like that, in like 24 hours we get sold out. And then we also have challenges like, there are TSD rallies, time, speed, distance rallies. So we have the monsoon challenge in the monsoons, which is from Bangalore to Goa. Then we have the Spice Challenge, and we also have an off-road academy. The first off-road academy in India in Igatpuri, which is near our plant in Nasik. We have 22 acres out there.
Wow.
Where we train people how to off-road. So, we handhold them, and we have different courses. We have a half-day course, we have a one-day course. So we do different things under Mahindra Adventure, just to sort of encourage people to get out there and enjoy different lifestyle options.
Which is why you're such a perfect fit for Get Some Sun with Radio One. But I've got to say this, Horma Sorabji is a mate, is a friend, and he himself doffs his hat to you and the kind of rally experience or these escape experiences that you've created as part of Mahindra & Mahindra. And he had this interesting thing to say about these things being about man and machine and the relationship. And by man, I don't mean men like you and me. It could also mean women.
Yeah.
But man and machine and the relationship. So it must have been fabulous. And you've driven in a lot of these, So it's not just attrition that takes you through. What is the feeling on the road when you're together on this great escape?
Well, obviously you get the feeling of belonging to a tribe of like-minded people. And, one is obviously you're closer to nature when you're out there. Secondly, a lot of people come back with a lot of confidence, So there are a lot of people who give us feedback who, let's say, participate in the monastery escape from Delhi to Leh Ladakh and back. And they come back with a lot of confidence. Many of the women have written back to us saying, I never thought I could do this.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
So they walk
coming
tall.
back with confidence.
Yeah. They walk tall. And, some women are so good. I mean, Gul Panag.
Awesome.
Recently, she was at one of our rallies in Pushkar, and there was a ravine, and she reversed through the ravine for 400 meters. I've never seen a man do that. So, men and women, basically you need skill. And if you have the driving skills, it's great fun.
I sent a text to Gul, and I'm going to send it last week, and I'm going to send her another text because of what you've just said. And I said, listen, you're joining politics, and every 6 months we do something with Gul on the air, And she's a great radio presenter.
Yes.
Believe me, if she wasn't doing all these things, we would have just said do a show for us, but she's so busy. And I think what ticks with her and people like that is the fact that they can actually use those vehicles and feel security in them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's what works. Let's do some Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. And after this song, Vivek is going to tell us about Adele, why he loves listening to her, and an Albert Hall concert. Don't go anywhere, 9:23. Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. Mickey Mehta sends off a text saying, I love off-roading too in my beast, Mahindra GL or GI. Mickey, sorry man, I can't make out the second letter in your text. But I presume that you're saying wonderful things about Mahindra & Mahindra, and already there's a half smile on Vivek Nayar's face. Okay, let's talk about 2012-13. Key year for Mahindra. In a market where auto sales crumbled for 3 straight quarters to hit a 12-year low, Mahindra & Mahindra saw its business bloom. Now, a lot of people, especially now, if you guys are online and you do a Google on Vivek Nayar, there will be pages thrown up on how this gentleman managed to effect that turnaround. So any secret mantra, or is it just open? You've got to know about it.
Well, first of all, let me say it's all teamwork.
Yeah.
So there are several teams that play out here.
Wonderful.
So it's the marketing team, it's the sales team, it's the manufacturing team, it's the R&D team. They all come together and do wonderful stuff. I think one of the main reasons why we've been successful is we have a portfolio of successful brands. So, we are the number 3 automobile player in the country behind Maruti and Hyundai. We have not 1 or 2 but 4 successful horses, strong horses. So we have Bolero, which is India's number 1 SUV for the 8th year running. We have Scorpio, which is a very strong brand. We are number 1 in pickups in the country. And we now have XUV 500, which is turning out to be a big success for us. So we have 4 strong successes. And if you look at some of the other competitors who have come into the market of late, they are basically single product successes, so they may have launched 6 or 7 products and 1 has been a success, whereas we have, 4 blockbusters. And, going forward into the future, we are launching more and more products addressing different segments in the market. and that I think will keep us in good stead to face competition in the future and be successful.
I've got to read out some Twitter messages which I haven't done as yet. Sarat says, good show. I'm new to Mumbai. I don't mind the traffic blocks because of your show. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your compliment. Srinivas Krishnan, Vivek Nair is a rocker in a suit. Actually, that's a very apt description for this man. I never looked at it that way. A rocker in a suit. Sriram Mahadevan, I got a question. Why is Rexton not seeing the kind of advertising spends in India as we see for the others from the Mahindra and Mahindra stable? What are the future plans for it, he asks. And he's also part of the Mahindra group. So you want to answer Sriram Mahadevan's question about Rexton?
Well, Rexton is a premium SUV. You know, it starts at 18 lakh upwards. And so it's a niche market. So obviously it's not about mass marketing. It's about targeted marketing. And that's what we do. I think we are happy with the response Rexton is getting, and more people are appreciating the looks, the features, the interiors of Rexton, and hopefully we'll keep doing better.
There are more people who are complimenting your music taste than your brand. Jiten Bhagat, double YouTube treat. Not bad for a Friday morning. Rohan Kanchan, well, good part is that Vivek Nair seems to now have found what he was looking for. Drive on. Hi Manasi Scott, good morning. Sunil R. Nair, tell Mr. Nair that he makes fabulous SUVs. I drive one. I'm impressed with the service levels they've achieved. Thank you very much, Sunil. And Kavita Avalekar says he mentioned his wife thrice already. She must be lovely.
I hope she's listening in.
Summer of 69, Bryan Adams. Any memories associated with this song, Vivek? Huh?
Well, you know, I think we've all grown up on this song, and I remember Bryan Adams coming to India, and when this song played, the whole sort of stadium erupted.
Yeah.
And it's one of those evergreen hits. So. Love this song.
You will hear our voice after about 5 minutes. Post Summer of 69, our messages. Use that time to go on social networking. Tag at HRISHIKAY or Facebook, facebook.com/HRISHIKAY. You can like the page, you can post or tweet. There's a Radio 1 Mumbai page. Also more pictures of Vivek coming up on those platforms. And there's an SMS line, 1 space, your question or name to 53650. Here we go.